We are beginning tonight with Memorial Day, a somber time to remember those who paid the ultimate price for America's freedom. Our first stop tonight, Action News reporter Phil Gomez in Santa Cruz for the 147th observance of this holiday at Evergreen Cemetery.
This solemn tribute was part of a Memorial Day event held by the Museum of Art and Natural History and local veterans groups, VFW Post 7263 and Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War.
This Memorial Day tribute is considered one of the longest standing in Santa Cruz.
The Memorial Day observance held in the quiet Grand Army of the Republic plot at Evergreen Cemetery hosted about 200 attendees.
It's really extraordinary to imagine, almost 150 years ago, how different this town was and where we've come since then, going from really being a very tiny outpost for pioneers and Ohlone and mission folks to where we are today, and the fact that we've been tracing and celebrating our veteran history ever since.
Names of the fallen were called out. The flag hung at half-staff, and a trumpeter played. Key speaker Stephen Levinson, a professor at California State University, Monterey Bay, and the director of acquisitions of the Fort Ord Collections and Archives, dedicated the day to mothers of the fallen.
And I really want to dedicate this to the mothers that have had to say goodbye to children as well, since we're so close to Mother's Day as well. And ultimately hope for a world where this doesn't have to happen.
90-year-old Dixie Mitchell served during World War II in the South Pacific. He remembers friends lost in battle.
And not only did I start thinking about those that I lost during battle, but those that I were in contact with after the battle that have now passed away. And it brought up a lot of memories.
Memories didn't come easy for Vietnam veteran Harry Hagaki. This is only his third Veterans Memorial Service attended.
Up until a few years ago, I couldn't attend anything memorial because, it just broke me apart.
This year's memorial service is also timely. The museum currently has an exhibit called Planet Ord, lent by Stephen Levinson. It's a display of artifacts from Fort Ord basic training during the Vietnam War. In Santa Cruz, Phil Gomez, KSBW Action News 8.
In Salinas, veterans and their families gathered at Memorial Park today. Even though the ceremony was held at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial on East Laurel, soldiers and veterans from other wars were also welcomed.
I'm very proud to be a veteran. It's a patriotic person, I feel, and this is always a great get-together and gathering of all the brothers and sisters and stuff, and this is just really a nice thing.
This is a place we think that's not really a sad place either. It's a place where you come to remember them, and when you leave, normally I think you leave with a smile. They're at a safe place.
C.L. Ferguson.
The names of 79 Monterey County soldiers who lost their lives in Vietnam are etched on that memorial wall. And on this Memorial Day, local servicemen and women are asking the community to continue to support the planned Central Coast Veterans Cemetery. Action News reporter Jacqueline Mazer has a progress report live from Monterey.
Dan, it's taken roughly 20 years or so to secure the $2.6 million necessary to build the Central Coast Veterans Cemetery in the former Fort Ord. It's a dream for many that's finally being realized.
As a veteran, we deserve a decent place to be buried,
A decent resting place for the thousands of men and women who are credited with making this country the proud nation it is today.
People have paid the ultimate price through generations and generations, and the least we can do is honor them and remember that sacrifice.
And as citizens gather this Memorial Day to honor those who died for our freedoms, supporters of the Central Coast Veterans Cemetery say now is the time to build momentum behind the project.
And I think on this Memorial Day, it's a particularly good time to refocus efforts on all of the community work that's gone on, and really just to thank people for bringing this vision of 20 years at least finally to fruition.
The project is in the drawing and design phase, and it's now up to local and federal governments to ensure plans are consistent with existing land use and environmental laws and are done according to budget.
It's a place that I think is very appropriate. Environmental laws and rules and land use is being followed right up to the T. And I think it's going to be a place of honor.
And while State Senator Bill Monning says he's cautiously optimistic the groundbreaking will take place at the end of this year, it's music to the ears of many veterans, some who have been following this project since the very beginning.
I don't believe the government, the last thing the government can do to those is just having a decent place, you know, for all our cameras.
And the 78-acre site includes roadways, meeting places, and of course several spots for the deceased to finally lay rest. Supporters say it's a very fitting testimonial for those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. Dan.
All right, thank you very much, Jacqueline. The Central Coast Veterans Cemetery will serve the broader region of the Central Coast. It will include Santa Cruz, San Benito, Santa Clara, and San Luis Obispo counties.
And in Salinas today, dozens gathered at the Garden of Memory Cemetery for the annual flag-raising ceremony. Service hosted by the American Legion Post 31 honors servicemen and women of the past. Flags were placed at the headstones of the veterans buried there, many dressed in patriotic colors as well. Special Memorial Day for members of Legion Unit 31. Today at Central Park in Salinas, a granite bench was unveiled to honor the 11 veterans of Monterey County who were killed in the line of duty in the Afghanistan and Iraq wars.
Today is Memorial Day, and it's a lot of times people see it as a very somber event, remembering people who paid the ultimate sacrifice. I think that it's a great day to celebrate the lives of these heroes. I mean, they went out there and protected our country and served our country, and that's just to celebrate their life is also important to me as well.
Congressman Sam Farr and Salinas Mayor Joe Gunter were there as well as Seaside's mayor and the mayor of Greenfield, all on hand for today's dedication. Good-sized gathering at Devendorf Park in Carmel as well today. Their memorial tribute started on Ocean and San Carlos, where at 11 o'clock this morning, veterans rang a bell 11 times to mark the sacred hour in remembrance of World War I. There's also a prayer for the nation and for all of those who have died for our country. From there, the ceremony continued at Devendorf Park, where dozens gathered to honor those who paid the ultimate price.
War veterans and families in Seaside also came out for a commemoration ceremony that happened at Mission Memorial Cemetery. Legion Post 591 hosted the event. Vets and volunteers putting up thousands of flags at the cemetery for fallen comrades. A large crowd was out. Prayers were said. A procession also marked the national holiday. In Felton, visitors treated to a Civil War reenactment today at Roaring Camp. The tourist railroad was transformed into a Civil War encampment where members of the American Civil War Association went to battle. They put on this event for Memorial Day visitors with the hope of using their past military service to teach the public.